it's the best technology show in the world, and we're producing beer technology, so it's a perfect show for us.
From beer to robots to wearables, the latest innovations in technology are now on display in Vegas at the annual Consumer Electronics Show. So how do you sift through the gimmicks and the hype and figure out what's important? Well, you invite Graham Williams on your program, our tech expert, to navigate through. And you've kind of picked three things that you're particularly interested in, three categories. And let's start with virtual reality.
Yeah, so the big thing this year is that virtual reality is almost here. The Oculus Rift, which is a product that was acquired by Facebook last year, is going up for pre-order tomorrow morning. So this is very exciting. Virtual reality, so the promise of this was originally in the 90s, headsets that you would wear that would enter you into a virtual world, and Oculus Rift, as well as HTC Vive and PlayStation VR are all going to be here in 2016.
So will these be for games? Will they be to tour the world without leaving your couch? What will this device promise to do?
Well, this is all of the above. So this is predominantly for gaming as well as for virtual experiences, but they're also talking about movies and virtual travel. So a lot of really cool stuff that we're going to be able to do with all of these headsets this year.
So the prices, I guess, will only be announced tomorrow. Do you have any idea how much these units might cost?
Well, I bought a developer kit back when they were first offered, and that was $299 US. They have said that they're not going to bind themselves to that price point. It probably will be more expensive for quality purposes. So we're looking right now between $300 and $500 US.
So our demographic, the people likely to be watching this show, not unlike me, may not be early adopters of virtual reality, but we know about cars, and cars actually are front and center at this show.
Well, there's sort of the fantastic and the everyday going on at CES right now. So this is the FF01 from Faraday Future. Up until today, we didn't really know who Faraday Future was. They're actually a company made up of former Tesla and former BMW employees. The gentleman who actually designed this vehicle designed the BMW i8. I had a chance to drive that last year, and it's a heck of a car.
Whoa. In what circumstance did you have a chance to drive that last year?
I was down at CES. They handed me the keys. It was a silly thing.
Wow. Now this, what did you call this again?
That's the FF01. So this is a concept car with 1,000 horsepower. It's a pure electric. Very, very neat vehicle. Obviously a bit of a concept car, but they have promised that some average everyday cars will be coming as well.
And do you have any idea, like, is this something that's actually going to be for sale?
They have said it will be for sale, yes.
Right. Okay, so let's scale this all down a little bit. Fords. I've heard about Fords. I actually own a Ford, and they've announced a significant tech change.
Well, Ford really has been committing to technology in the car over the last few years. With Ford Sync, they've been developing that with Microsoft over the last half decade. They have actually gone ahead and they're now integrating through a firmware update Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So this means if you have an Android phone or an iPhone, you'll be able to use those devices with the integrated entertainment system without having to buy an extra piece of hardware.
And is there any significance? I mean, obviously convenience for people that have Apple or Android devices. Beyond that, is there anything significant about a major automaker linking up with these other two systems as well?
This is sort of, it's not a first, but to see this happen for vehicles that are already out there on the road, to see this added back in, it really sort of lands the car in the same space as the phone, where you buy it with certain capabilities, and now there are going to be firmware upgrades and feature updates where you can actually download new features for your car. That's pretty cool.
One day we need to sit in a new car, and you have to take us through all the things you have to do to get your car tech ready, because most of the features I don't use on mine, so you can help me set it up. We have about 30 seconds left. We speak reverentially about this monitor as being our 80-inch. This is an 80-inch monitor. It will pale in comparison to this, I guess.
The LG UH9800 has just been announced, and it is a 98-inch super ultra high def television. So 4K was the big thing last year. 8K is the resolution of this TV.
So is 4K a real thing? Because I went looking for a TV, and the salesman, we're running out of time, but 4K, 8K, it actually is vivid, incredible, worth it?
4K is absolutely beautiful, and if you've got Netflix, 4K is absolutely worth it right now.
There's nothing better than watching News Network in 8K.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much, Graham.
My pleasure.